Private Murgle. Repeat subsection 8 of Article 446 of the Emergency Powers Act.
Like I read any of that.
You'll have plenty of time to in solitary confinement. You'll stay there until you can recite every regulation by heart.
Oh, yeah?
Your next violation earns you a firing squad. Understand?
Okay. I'll get you.
Report to Provost Decker for processing. Get out of here. Mind yourself, Merc, or you might wind up in this outfit. Why are you trespassing in my headquarters? I'm not going to repeat myself. It may not look it, but this is a military unit. Chancellor Maiden has deployed the Dead Man's Legion to suppress a gang war for our Hutt allies. I can't entertain any appeals to take my army elsewhere until we've mopped up here. The Hutts are claiming it's our responsibility, since the problem originated from Republic space. Our objective is to root out fugitives of the Black Sun Syndicate that fled Coruscant and establish themselves here. I need intelligence about their workings. They've been obstinate, and a power play this brazen has them shaken. Most seem to be busy securing their own investments. Getting our hands on information from Black Sun members themselves would be the most useful. But working underworld connections could be a force multiplier. If all else fails, we may have to rely on securing illicit goods to grease some palms. This will continue to act as my base of operations until our campaign is complete. Bring anything you find here.
Can't wait to get back to my quarters and grab some shut-eye. Let's go do something else, yeah? You're good to go. I don't really want to talk right now. Lead the way. You're good to go. Don't be so pushy.
I have forces dispatched throughout Nar Shaddaa, but aside from rumors, we discovered little actionable intelligence. Your contacts are good. This will be a huge help. That should keep us on the right path at least. I'll look over it for clues. I can work with this. There's an information broker who will always talk with the right incentives. Thanks to you, I have units across Nar Shaddaa waiting to move on Black Sun's holdings. The icing on the cake? We've learned where their kingpin runs the entire operation. Final preparation is underway. I'm pulling together my strongest squads for a raid on the Black Sun headquarters. There's a spot for you, if you're interested. You've more than earned it. Even among criminals, Black Sun has a reputation for extreme brutality. We don't know their numbers, but we can count on them being well-fortified and bloodthirsty. And that's why we've got to put them down. We should be prepared to deploy any minute now. You ready? Rally up, dead men. Operation Sunset is underway.
Nobody better mess with us now.
You're all right. Really the time for a debriefing. Victory for the Republic is worth any cost.
Well, what do we got here? Ain't them spineless huts come knocking, that's for sure. Sup, runt? Shoulda figured you'd turn up eventually. You was hoping I'd get all weepy on account of you dropping on my doorstep? Don't mind you shooting up the place. Been getting bored, anyway. I do mind you dragging in garbage off the street.
You know this scum.
Got to kill all sorts of interesting people with you around. Don't tell me you got nabbed and collared by these losers. How'd you get tied up with a bunch of second-rate hoods playing toy soldier? So you throw in with these chumps. Ain't good for nothing but bleeding on the ground.
All right, scum. I'm giving you one and only one opportunity to surrender peacefully.
Just 'cause you collared some small-timers back in Coruscant don't mean you're ready to tangle with the big dogs. Black Sun ain't gonna be hitched to your little chain gang. What do you think they've been doing? Holding tryouts? Been seeing dead men all over Coruscant busting up gangs and pressing them into service. Never been one for slaving, but you dregs got a nice racket going.
Stow that nonsense. Making you pay back your debt to society is nothing like selling innocent people as property. It's not up to you. The Republic's policy is clear, as are my orders. You should have brought this up before the operation was underway.
What are you wasting our time for? Plug this twerp and I'll show you what being boss of Nar Shaddah's really like. When we tracked down Zale Barrows on Belsavis all them years ago, I didn't get the revenge I was promised. What kind of favor I owe a double dealer? And I killed who you needed killing. Seems we're square. Yeah, I ain't forgotten. What you need? Bet those Akulans put up a better fight than the slugs or these wimps. Okay, killer, you got a deal.
This is a bad call. They can back out of the turf war here, but the Republic isn't going to deal with an organization that supports Black Sun. My superiors may be satisfied with turning the problem toward our mutual enemy. He has to give the order to withdraw, and my forces make sure they follow through.
Listen up, cutters! We're done kicking the tar out of these wussy huts. Got me a better idea where to grab us some turf. Load up and grab us some ships. We're rolling soon as I wrap up some business. There. Happy, blue boy?
Let me be crystal clear. If you try anything, the massacre is going to be on your hands.
Dunno. Massacre sounds like my kind of party. Long as Blue Boy don't try cramping my style, I won't go sticking him. Unless I get bored. Now get out of my place. Gotta do some packing.
I need to issue my report to command. We should return to headquarters. I'm not surprised that a bounty hunter has ties to criminal organizations, but I am surprised how you leverage them. My predictions for that engagement ending in a peaceful resolution were negligible. I can't help but feel like it's delaying the inevitable. Fair. But when the vermin scatter, they'll be harder to root out. It's moot now anyway. You made your call. I'll be in touch after things are shored up here. The Legion will need a new objective, and I'm willing to hear what you're after. Won't be a dull briefing then. Rally up soon.
Commander. I was just reading up on your newest recruit, Rusk. Excellent job in bringing him in. A brilliant soldier, according to his records. First to volunteer for impossible missions, and somehow always gets the job done. He's certainly no stranger to being in the thick of it on the front line, or even behind it a lot of the time. His units have had high casualty rates. I understand the concern, Commander. But there's nothing like necessity and a larger threat for bringing old enemies together. That it does. At any rate, I should get back to it, Commander. Just wanted to say good job on this one.
Wow, Commander. Skadge. Got to admit I'm a little on the fence about this last one. I've worked with his type before, and it can go real wrong real fast. Take it from a smuggler with experience. Sometimes it's better just to shoot them before they have a chance to give you grief. I guess you'd know better than anyone. I mean, sure, he's got the Black Sun wrapped around his finger. Which is great. We've got access to their muscle, territory, and contacts, which will let us run some jobs through them where they're strongest, covering our own tracks better. And maybe I could have him watch over our riskier runs. Nobody in their right mind would mess with him. Even if they tried, he'd just rip them apart. Know what? I take it all back. Maybe he'll wind up being more use than he is trouble. I just need to be real careful he doesn't get too bored.